all of us get rigid in certain areas of our lives, and especially around our identity. That rigidity to me feels, I call it locked and loaded. It's like a gun getting ready to fire. It gets so inflexible. I don't always notice it when it's happening. I notice it more when people push up against it. And then I'm busy trying to prove that I'm the responsible one. Well, no, I did this and they didn't do that. Because all of our identity conversations aren't really just about us. They also involve the way that we compare ourselves to other people. Because while we are busy proving something about us, we are simultaneously, quite often, busy proving something else about someone else. And it happens so unconsciously, we don't even notice it. So years ago, I worked with a friend of mine, amazing, brilliant guy. And I started to notice over time, he would forget things or say he would do something and then not do it. And my judgment about him became that he was irresponsible. And in my world, as being the responsible one, at least in my own mind, and in my narrative, and in my naming, and what I had adopted at that time, especially as my identity, being irresponsible was like the worst thing in the world. It almost would automatically create a certain response or judgment, like I would want to distance myself from people that I judged as irresponsible. Because I had anchored my identity into, I'm the responsible one. So if I'm in a breakdown with someone, if I'm judging someone, chances are good I am judging them on what I've decided I'm not. So as I'm busy proving I'm responsible or proving I'm intelligent or whatever, fill in the blank, I'm also busy proving someone else is the opposite. As I spend a lot of energy focusing my intention and my listening and my conversation in the proving, I'm missing a lot of life, and I'm missing a lot of what's possible in my relationships. So as you go through this course and you think about and start to explore identity and what is the largest expression, what is the breadth and depth and height that identity can really take on for you, notice where you tend to make it small. Notice where you tend to shrink it back into what's historical, what's familiar, what's predictable, maybe what you've always known, or what you're afraid of. And see if you can push those edges and find some new interpretations for yourself, some expanse, some freedom in certain areas. Because what if my identity wasn't anything I needed to prove?